Champions of England, come on. Manchester City, once again, are champions of England. Second year running, second time we've gone back to back. Oh, how good does it feel? It just, what a day. I started preparations nice and early yesterday, getting myself ready. I took my daughter to swimming with my wife, got home, put her down for a nap, got her changed into her City kit. Funny enough, the only one we've got for her is the one from 2011-12. So with the win over QPR in the 93-20. So it was almost like it was meant to be. What a game! I have to say, I really hate it. You know, the feeling inside when we're letting goals, where you just think, what are we doing? But to come back like that, they did. Just phenomenal. And I have to say, I went away after the game and I sort of was like, you know, trying to put it into context, trying to make sense of it all, kind of. And I thought, you know what, this wasn't QPR. This, 10 years ago, this wasn't that. That was so much later. I mean, the fact that we didn't even equalise until like the 91st minute when Dzeko headed in the corner from David Silva. I mean, that was really lastminute.com. I mean, Aguero basically scored almost with the last kick of the game. But yesterday wasn't that. But on the other hand, it got me thinking about the Brighton game. I think that was that 3 years ago, I think. I think that was the season we had, it was our first time we did back-to-back. And we went to Brighton. And they scored that header, I think it was Lewis Dunk from the corner, first half as well. So they scored the corner, and actually then Aguero went and scored an equaliser pretty soon after that. Again, I can't remember whether it was like 5 minutes later or something, but for me, that game, it was frustrating when they scored, but it was only, it wasn't very much later. City actually stepped the game up pretty quickly, and then David Silva with the pass, I think, into Aguero, found that goal. And I think from then, City were kind of back in it and then in control, and they went on, and I think, what was it, 4-1 in the end. Funnily enough, Gundogan scoring a great free kick on that day as well. But anyway, so I think yesterday's result, in terms of tension and what it's done to City fans, sits somewhere between QPR. It's not as extreme as QPR, but it wasn't as easy as the Brighton game. Hey, typical City. I mean, I text my dad, typical City, never do it the easy way. It used to be typical City, we always, you kind of bottle it at the last minute and fail. No, I mean, my dad texts back saying, yeah, typical City, we bottled it. We couldn't wait till the 93rd minute to win it. I was like, hey, I wouldn't have wanted that. But I think it was 12 minutes between them scoring and us winning, or leading 3-2. So many people, I've just got to quickly say this, so many people I've seen on Facebook are critical of Pep not making subs. My goodness, yesterday he made 3 really, really courageous but clever subs. I thought Zinchenko coming on at half-time was absolutely desperately needed. The defence in the first half looked shaky, and I think in the second half there wasn't that. Although, saying that, we obviously let the second goal in. So, but other than that, I mean, Zinchenko was so much more positive going forward. Not that Cancelo wasn't, but I don't think he did enough. Whereas I think Zinchenko looked to get the ball and move forward and to build up play with Foden and KDB. And I think down that left-hand side, they just worked really well together. It was what City needed at that point. And then getting Stones into the centre and putting Cancelo on the right, it just gave a better balance, I thought, at the back. And then, of course, then he brings Sterling on for Mahrez. I thought Mahrez had a pretty poor game. I know a lot of people love Mahrez, and I have to say that Pep's brave. Mahrez, subbing him is one of those ones where you think, if I take him off, I could be taken away, because Mahrez, you know, you leave him on, he can have a really bad game, and then in 30 seconds of brilliance comes up with a match-winning goal out of nowhere. He's that type of player who can do that, but he wasn't doing it yesterday. I think Roy Keane summed it up best in the Sky's commentary, which was actually you just needed people attacking the back post and getting in there. Mahrez just wasn't really doing that in the first half, and so I thought, you know, Pep gave him a little bit in the first half. I can't remember, what, 10 minutes or so, but it wasn't working. Get Sterling on. Sterling, I thought, didn't do a huge amount, but he was very direct when he got the ball. Not as direct as I've seen him, but obviously it was brilliant. The way he just stands there, stands a defender up and just goes, right, which way am I going? And then he just goes, you know, he's just off, and he got in, you know, behind just enough away from the defender to put the cross in, and instead of just driving it across, he sat it up to the back post, and Gundogan, actually, if you're watching the replay, sort of bimbled away because he doesn't think it's coming, and then he sees Sterling go, and he does go. The defender's sort of, I don't think, really knows where he is at that point, and he's, you know, back post perfect, really good header as well. What excitement, you know. And then obviously Gundogan was the third sub, which in commentary, you know, Gary Neville was panicking because, oh no, hang on, how are they going to bring Grealish on? They've already used 3 subs. Doesn't matter. On the day, Pep brought the people on that he needed to, and he got the job done. And that's a great manager for you. You know, and Gundogan again, back post, KDB, what a pass, you know. And he didn't have a great game either, I thought. He was relatively quiet in the first half. He made a few loose passes. He's human. Nerves get to him. You know, I think they're all fantastic. And to come out with the result, you know, but to have the drive. And I should say, Rodri's second goal, because it really, you know, that made a huge difference. And the skill and the talent to pick. You know, he's not even controlled it and then shot. He's hit it first time inside of the foot into the court. I mean, we're talking such a small distance. I mean, obviously big enough for the ball to get in, but such a small distance and enough power to get it past the keeper before he's able to get a hand to it. Because if he gets a hand to it, he's probably saved it. It's that close to the post. He just needs to tip it, get fingertips onto it. It's hit the post and it's saved. But what a goal! What a goal! I mean, thoroughly deserved. Anyway, let me just very quickly explain. I've been sitting on this idea of doing a Manchester City YouTube channel, not full time, nothing like that. I mean, if you want full time, go check out Esteemed Company. Stephen is fantastic. I've watched him for a couple of years now. Very inspiring, and part of the reason I want to do this channel, I love making YouTube videos anyway. I do a lot of that with my other channels, but I just thought, I love Manchester City, and I just, so many times I sit there after the game going, I've got thoughts and I want to get them out and I want to share them with other Blues. For a little bit of background about me, I've supported City since about 94, late 94, and sort of start 94, 95 season. And it's been a roller coaster ride. And to get where we are now and the last decade that we've had, it's just phenomenal. It's incredible, and it's crazy to think we've got the best manager in the world. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, you know, I thought it'd be good to do this. The idea is that I'm a former teacher, so I thought I would try to make this a little bit more family friendly, and maybe, you know, do videos that, you know, kids can watch and learn a little bit more about Manchester City, whether, you know, about what's going on, about the transfer markets, about games and matches and all that good stuff. We'll see where it goes. It's just for my enjoyment, really. But obviously, you know, love to have any Blues along for the ride. I'd love to hear your feedback. You know, at some point when my daughter's old enough, she's just short of 2 at the moment. Hopefully when she's old enough, she'll be able to sit on this with me, co-host it. You know, it'd just be, you know, I have to say, being a City fan, it's more than just being a football fan. It's being part of a family, and it's, you know, and bringing my daughter up and watching the games. I mean, my wife wasn't a football fan, she's American, but she wasn't a football fan until she started dating me, and then we got married, and, you know, we were going FA Cup finals, Carabao Cup finals, watched, you know, went to the Southampton game where we got 100 points for the Centurion season. You know, it's just so much fun, and I want to share that with you guys. So anyway, this is a bit of an introductory film. City are the champions of England. I'll pop up every now and again over the summer with some transfer news, because it's all very exciting stuff. And anyway, you know, please give this video a like. If you want to see what the channel does, please subscribe, comment, love to hear what your thoughts are. You know, let's hey, family friendly channel, we're making this for the kids. Can we keep it PG, but, you know, we're all entitled to our opinions. Just bear in mind, you know, language. You know, if kids are watching this, I want them, you know, we want to allow that, you know, for the ages. This is for the ages. Let's get people involved. Let's make it a safe, fun, friendly environment. So until my next video, whenever that is, hey, who knows, maybe we'll talk about Haaland next, but it's so good to be a Blue right now, guys. You take care, all the best, and I'll see you soon in another video.